guys, when you hear the name Corey Haim, you probably say something like, man, I loved him in The Lost Boys. That was a great movie. So let me now jog your memory with a few Haim titles, guys, like the creepy creature feature, Watchers. And what about Prayer of the Roller Boys? That was an adrenaline-charged favourite. And guys, who can forget Silver Bullet, that werewolf film where Haim is in a wheelchair? So yes, there are countless Corey Haim films. The purpose of this episode is to try and find out, what are his best movies. I'm sure everybody out there has a favourite apart from those big ones, like The Lost Boys, etc. And guys, please dig in deep and let me know, what is Corey Haim's best movie? That's the topic of discussion on today's episode of Retro Man Down Under. G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the show. Now today I'll be discussing Canadian actor Corey Haim. Now he sadly passed away in 2010, but he left behind a huge body of work, guys, and there is plenty of fans out there that really appreciate his acting style. I would have to say that Corey Haim is from the naturalistic school of acting. He really kind of just went with the moment, went with the scene, and created these little characters that were very much, I believe, an extension of himself. Now, he had a real run there in the 80s. In fact, he got caught up with another actor and they became known as the two Coreys. Of course, Corey Feldman. So we had Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and they were this formidable force on the teen movie scene for a few years there in the 80s and 90s, and they were popular pin-ups. But today, guys, we're going to be discussing one half of the act, Corey Haim. And guys, when you hear the name Corey Haim and you talk about his great movies, I'm sure many of you come up with, 3 or 4 titles which are the obvious ones. Everyone would probably say The Lost Boys is one of his best movies, but that's kind of a Corey Haim ensemble piece. I mean, there was a lot of great actors in that, from Kiefer Sutherland to Jason Patric, and of course Feldman was even in that one. And I'm sure a lot of you have affection for License to Drive. That was kind of the big Corey Haim and Corey Feldman double team movie. It's a great comedy. It still holds up pretty well. So I'm sure they're the ones. And a lot of people just love Dream a Little Dream, which was this quirky kind of mind swap movie. And Feldman was like the star of that one more so than Haim. Haim's input was in a supporting role, really. But guys, if you take out the Haim and Feldman buddy films, if you remove them from the equation and you just look at those Corey Haim solo films, there was many of them, guys, and the discussion here really is, what is Corey Haim's best solo movie? So let me now jog your memory with a few of Haim's smaller movies that really deserve some attention. Who can forget this one here, Fast Getaway, which, was a father and son bank robbing film. It even had Cynthia Rothrock. She added the firepower and the action to this one. But this was a very entertaining Corey Haim film. And he did another film called Dream Machine, guys. That was very entertaining as well. It's not quite the caliber of License to Drive, but it does offer a romance and it offers a little bit of mystery to this one. There's a body in the boot, and I'm sure a lot of people have fond memories of Dream Machine. And guys, Corey Haim also had a bit of a relationship with Nicole Eggert. Fans will know that, and he did a number of films with her. I'm sure some of you out there will remember that Nicole is one of the stars of Charles in Charge, and one of the films she did with Corey Haim was Just One of the Girls, which is this very inventive little film where Haim dresses up as a girl and attends high school and kind of tries to win over the affections of Nicole Eggert. So that's a very entertaining one as well. And there is an underrated one. I think this one really isn't spoken about much, but he did a very interesting period piece called Oh What a Night. This is kind of what you would call a coming-of-age teen drama about a young guy in the 50s that has an infatuation with an older woman. And this is a very sweet Corey Haim film, and he looks great in this one. As we all know, Corey had his substance abuse battles, but in this film he puts in a very charming performance, and he seems to be enjoying the material. What got me thinking about this movie is just recently I watched the Anne Hathaway movie, The Idea of You. So guys, if you're interested in romance movies that deal with age difference, check out my review of The Idea of You. So guys, Corey Haim also did Dream a Little Dream too, but that's, you know, another one of these Feldman buddy films. But there are just so many titles out there. I mean, I could talk about Corey Haim movies for days, and I'm sure many of you out there have a lot of affection for Lucas. That was one of his early films that garnered him a lot of attention for his acting talents. So guys, there are a lot of Corey Haim films out there that do not co-star Corey Feldman, and many of them are worth watching. And really today, the idea here is to try to pinpoint what are the best Corey Haim movies. So I've just scratched the surface here, guys, but what I would like you to do is tell me in the comments below, what Corey Haim films do you have a deep affection for? What are the ones that you turn to when you need a fix of the Haimster? Tell me in the comments below and share your Corey Haim memories. And guys, you know what? I think I will return and do a review of Oh What a Night. This is a bit of a favourite of mine. I won't say it's his best, but guys, this is just a sweet little movie. And that Anne Hathaway movie recently, The Idea of You, and that age difference, it made me start to think about this film. And I'm going to dust this one off and do a review of it, guys. So I will be back with another Corey Haim episode very soon that takes a look at this little gem. But until then, as always, please like, comment and subscribe, and keep watching Retro Man Down Under, because you will never know what is going to pop up next. Until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.